Guys, welcome back to another video in my YouTube channel Read with Vidun. So today I'm gonna do the book review of The Diary of a Wimpy Kid, The Ugly Truth. So this book is a Wimpy Kid book written by Jeff Kinney, and this is the sixth book in the whole Wimpy Kid series, and there are so many funny things, and let me share some funny things in this book. So one day, Greg Heffley and his family got invited to the Snella's house for another one of their kids' half-birthday parties. The Snellas had a table set up with all sort of food, and most of it looked too fancy for Greg, but he knew Mom would think it was rude if he didn't put something on his plate. The only thing he could actually recognize was the deviled eggs, because he had them at Grandma's house a couple of times, and he put 10 of them in his plate, but when he bit into one, he gagged. The deviled eggs at Snella's house didn't even taste anything like Vanna's grandma makes, and now he had a whole plate full of them. Then he waited until no one was looking, and then he dumped all the deviled eggs in the plastic plant in the dining room. Okay, so this is the best part. He got away with it. But few weeks later, Mrs. Snella told Mom there was a really bad smell in their house, and they couldn't figure out where it was coming from. At first, Mr. and Mrs. Snella thought the smell was coming from the carpet, so they hired a cleaner to come shampoo the rug. But that didn't solve the problem, and they thought maybe the squirrel or mouse died in their walls, so they had a carpenter come in to try to find it. After a few weeks, I guess they couldn't take the smell anymore, so they moved out. And he had to admit he felt a little bit guilty when he saw they were taking their plastic plant with them. Okay, so that's a funny thing, right? So if you like that funny thing, you gotta love this whole book because it's full of funny things. Greg Heffley is going to a new class, and his mom and dad going to Hawaii, and Greg Heffley, Roderick, and Manny have to stay in their grandma's house and kind of those stuff, And the grandpa, and they're hiring a maid for their house because Greg Heffley's mom is going for some classes and library, but maid doesn't work anything. She always watching the TV, and one day when Greg was sleeping, he woke up. He heard some ladies talking in the downstairs, and he looked from the window, and there are a ton of cars in their driveway. So after a few minutes, Mom came in, and Greg saw all the ladies going outside, including Isabella. Isabella is the maid of the Greg Heffley's family. So mother said, Isabella and others are just watching the TV with the neighbors, just like this. Maids from the other neighborhood. So, and the mom said Isabella's service will no longer be required. And kind of those stuff actually. So I will read the very first pages in this book for you guys. September, Thursday. It's been almost 2.5 weeks since me and my ex-best friend Rowley Jefferson had our big fight. To be honest with you, I thought he would come crawling back to me by now, but for some reason that hasn't happened. I'm actually starting to get a little concerned because school starts back up in a few days, and if we're gonna get this friendship back on track, something needs to happen quick. If me and Rowley are true, that would stink because the two of us had a pretty good thing going. Okay, so you can see what is going on with them. And anyway, I'm still keeping the door open a crack for Rowley, just in case. But if he wants to save his friendship, he'd better do something fast. Because with the way things stands, he's not gonna come out looking very good in my autobiography. And Greg thinks he will write an autobiography in his future. Just to be safe. With my luck too, I'll go on to be rich and famous, and Rowley will still find a way to ride my coattails. Saturday. The reason I don't see changing between me and Rowley is because he's already found himself a replacement friend, or to be more accurate, his parents did. For the past few weeks, Rowley's been hanging out with his teenager named Brain. Whenever I goes by Rowley's house, he's out in his front yard throwing a football or a frisbee with a guy who looks like he's in high school or a college. Okay, Rowley had a best friend for himself right now. Well, I did some poking around and found out that Brain guy isn't just a normal kid from the neighborhood. He's part of a company called Cool Brain, which is sort of like a big brother for hire kind of thing. In fact, I'd be willing to bet my money this guy's name isn't even really Brain. Cool Brain. He's working in a company called Cool Brain also. Mom said she thinks the Cool Brain thing is a great idea because it gives kids a role model they can look up to. That makes me kind of mad because the way I see it, I'm Rowley's role model. And now Rowley's parents are paying some guy to do what I've been doing all these years for free. The thing that really burns me is that Rowley probably doesn't even know his parents are paying this guy to spend time with him. And I don't think it would bother Rowley if he did know the truth. Today, I saw Rowley hanging out with a different Cool Brain. So Rowley's regular guy must have had a day off. But I could tell Rowley didn't even notice. Tuesday. Today was the first day of school. I don't want to jinx things, but it looks like this could be a great year for me. In homeroom, we got our textbook for the semester. My school can't afford to get new books every year, so we usually get hand-me-downs. But when you get a book that 10 kids had before you, it makes it kind of hard to do any actual thing. And in Sri Lanka, that's actually normal from the 6th grade to 11th grade. So if you like that part, you really gotta love this whole book. So I hope you read this whole book. There are so many funny things. And so but for today, subscribe my channel, like this video, and I got so many cool videos like this. So you can just watch them from my YouTube channel and comment me down what book review should I do next. Actually, I can't fix the comment and I can't fix these rolling things. You had to turn your phone for a clear video, and I tried my best, but I can't fix that. So I'm on Instagram, so you can comment me over there what book review should I do next. So bye for today and subscribe. Bye. You really gotta like this book because this is so cool.